Hello, welcome you. I'm Michael for the Cheyenne Mo. Wobbledogs. Choking on my tea now. It's great, isn't it? Oh, guys, I need to do more like on mini motorways, like new update. Because I did play one level where they got the cool tram lines, which was really cool. I might do that tomorrow or later today. Actually, probably tomorrow. Hope your days have been alright. There we go. Cut myself off before it echoes. I got good news if you're interested in some of the garden talk. So a while back, I did plant like a mushroom in the bucket. Oh, didn't like my messages. Okay, whatever. Yeah, I'm talking about YouTube there. A while back, I had talked about this where I planted a bucket with like mainly coffee grinds from like a nearby cafe, since they allowed me to have coffee grinds from there in the afternoon. So I didn't really get that much because I got a bit later in the afternoon. I also had dirt in there and some other like stuff as well. I think there's probably like nuts, like nut shells in there. Like there's many other stuff in there, like mainly waste. So my main goal was with that mushroom bucket was to have it in a way where it mainly uses like waste products. So it does have like a little bit of like organic stuff that does have a bit of leaves and all that in it as well, probably. And then I later on also put some of the compost I was trying to make in there as well. So that had a lot of tea leaves in it as well. That's basically what I mean. Keeping it, because, well, it's actually been doing a pretty good job keeping the tea leaves and coffee grains. I mean, there's more things you probably can keep from like the waste you use yourself. But, the coffee grains and like the coffee that I go through, or coffee that I go through and the tea I go through, is a pretty good amount. Eventually you end up building that. But I was pretty impatient at the time, so I just picked up whatever I could find, chuck it in there. And yeah. And then how I put the seed, like the fungus in there, I used mushrooms. I was wanting to see if we can use mushrooms to recycle in for mushrooms. I don't know if the first slide ever took form, but some of the later ones I put in there to top it up. Because, either that or throw them away. I thought, I might as well put them in there since they're the same type. I keep buying the same type. These ones are oysters specifically. I think the pearl oysters. They look like the ones that are growing in there too. Is what they are. So, yeah, just recently they started to pick out the bucket. And it's so cool. Like, I didn't notice that till like I moved some of the stuff I had in front of it and like next to it. I don't know if the holes were big enough, so that's a good sign. The holes were big enough because later on I put like more fertilizer on there. They probably really like that, I reckon. More fertilizer, and then I put more on top as well. Like, I was not expecting it to go too fast, since I would assume, and I was probably right in assuming this, that, there's like so many spores you can have, and then I didn't have that amount, When I was watching a video, they probably had way more than I did, and I had very little. If you guys get what I mean. I'm trying to like recycle the mushrooms. I was trying to figure out a way to do that, but the way that worked the most effective, just throw them in there. Throw them in the bucket. That is like the most bizarre way, and easiest way to grow mushrooms. Just get a handful, get enough like waste like that as well. Like you want the coffee grains. You can even use a bit of glass, a bit of wood, I reckon, if you got spare wood looking around. Like there's a lot of like ways you can use to grow mushrooms. Even wood chips, I reckon, good one too. Like you don't need to go buy stuff from the shop. I feel more confident now since that started, I was thinking, oh, mine didn't work. But, till I noticed that this morning, oh, not this morning, but when I came back home, from the gym, noticing that was really cool. Even the thing alarms are going really well. They're starting to start to really pick up fouling now. So that's exciting. I want to show you guys something cool. Little spoilers for the game development here as well. Well, that is really cool that they're starting to finally pick up. So if I show you, we're going to add mushrooms. And you know, let's be honest. So it's only a 5 liter bucket. So it's not a very big bucket. So I've got no drill holes into it. I've also got another 5 liter bucket that I want to do something with. The same thing again. But this is in a different formation. Like, that is pretty exciting. And then whatever extra dirt you have from there, like, whenever you got to use the waste again, you can just, like, turn that into compost again as well. So after a while, it does, like, that off. I guess it'll probably still have the mushroom in it. I don't know, maybe you'll be able to reuse it. I have to see, I have to look at that when it comes. So, right now, at the current moment, the state of orders, so we got a little map here. You guys like my little fancy ordering table here. So the state, like, if you wonder how the orders are going, it's like this. There you go. And that's about it. But, you know, I've gotten them in the black, made them all nice and, like, fancy. Like, you haven't, when I pull these orders, you can't decorate. I do want to move it over to the white eventually, but 1, 2, 3, which means you'd be there. Look at that. And I got over there. That's like kind of achievement the way I got that. So yeah. And technically now everything needs to have a label like this. So, Because it'd be a bit kind of like hard to get them in a position where they are all like totally 100% different from each other. Whoops. Oh, I've got a bloody lucky ear today. That's nice, isn't it? Then we can go this up here. Black. And wait a minute. Oh. Oops. Oh, you're there. Black and bush. We got black. And the bush. Oh, it's the last one. Oh, is it? No. Oh no, haven't we full yet? Oops. That always gets me for some reason. There you go. So I haven't got it. For some reason, it doesn't work with the food, the display card at the moment. I don't know why. I do think there's like a bit of code that I'm missing between like the coffees and the tea. So the tea works the best. Ideally, that's the first one I got working, and probably the easiest one to get working. So I'll show you what the problem is with the baked goods. So I put the baked goods in here. I haven't got these already yet. And then if I go to order here, there you go. Now it's ordered a baked good. But although the display doesn't work with the orders, the formation, the makings of the orders, I have got that fully working in the background. So that is so cool. At the current moment. Oh, I'm also really tired. Nah. I'm not feeling like the finest, like the because I got the flu vaccine not that long ago. It's not being bloody making me feel the best, isn't it? It hasn't. Instead of getting a sore arm, I got that, you know. I think at one point, the day right after, I decided to go out to like the fancy shopping center to get finger limes, but they didn't have finger limes. I think I got patterns, but for like sewing and all that. And I'm pretty sure at one point I knocked it with the bag of mustard, and it hurt for a little bit at one point. I also got like I'm pretty sure when I went to the cafe, they went out of coffee cups. And they gave me something that like is used to pour chocolate onto it because it was a chocolate shop. And I'm like, find that like that was easier to drink from than the actual coffee cups since it was a small coffee. I actually kind of like that a bit better than the normal cups. Like that is insane. I guess I could draw it up to what I mean. It basically was like this. You had like a little nip, like like that, and then yeah, it was like like this. Here we go. We're fine for y'all. It was like this, and a lot like this shape. So that's where I ended up drinking from, and it was really nice. I did that pretty alright. It was the basic shape of it. Like it's used to mainly like I guess this is closer. This would be it's used to mainly like I believe mainly pour chocolate. You know, I was supposed to get lunch from there, but yeah, I only got coffee. Because I went up on there like bastard. I wanted a nice day where I just relaxed before I started getting like the more code in because, you know, after like doing the order stuff it got pretty exhausting with the code. I did that right after I did like all the order blackmail stuff. So like here to the placemats. And now what I gotta do now is fix up why the display does not like order display does not like the baked goods. So I'll show you what I did to these. So these by itself in here, these slots are separate by themselves. Bye bye. I'm half exhausted. And then so these slots by themselves are separate, so you can make it too wide or too wide. I guess I'm gonna have to keep it like that. I wanted to start it from like this side, but then I didn't want to do that. That's why I wanted us to start from that side. The reason why I chose the white is because all the other stuff is over on the left, and especially in this type of layout, like these are right here. I have to put like a label, like a number where what table it's part of, like for these words as well. After eventually, woo, welly times, welding times, gotta well around the place. I just love that. I'm also gonna blade them out a bit more too, so they have this like that solid color. I was like, how I did that. That was really nice. That was pretty easy to do that. Like knock out the bar if you're not bowling along. Ugh. Yeah, I gotta get the display and all that working. So we look in the available foods if you know what I've done here. So I used this so I got a little dictionary thing hanging around here called item database. So item database. Ugh. Just gotta wet my face down with bloody water, ice water for some reason. So this is how I'm going to use to separate the coffees and all that from each other. later on as well. But the current moment, this is the T up here. So all it does is access this, and then if the T type is 2, then it adds it to another array. So we can save that in the corner. And it adds the resource itself. The difference between that and the display is that the display needs to be separated because, well, you don't really want to have like all the baked goods that are going to be in for this game on there. On a list like that. And you can see if we go all the way to the top, you can see it right here, the list of like teapots. That's the reason why that's there. If you notice out or didn't, I didn't want to say anything about that. Which I will show you at one point. And that's what the display items are for the label foods. That probably helped me solve this, having the idea of this came along first. And then the sitting spots are the spots. So at one point I used to use this. So I'm pretty certain right now that I find the solution to that problem, which is that all the placement mats are automatically at the beginning added to this as themselves. So they're added as the item. So then we can access them whenever we need to. And then from then on, we can probably do everything like nice and fancy and everything like that. So, like I said, it's the current point now is that we use DOA so we can access them separately and we can access them. But that's why I tend to be finding myself using the OAs a bit more too in that fashion, is using them in a way that I can access them individually in an order or something like that is what I've been doing. That's how I've been doing with the teapots. How the teapots work is that they have it in a way, and then it's randomly chosen a teapot, or, you know, as random as it's going to get, and then adds that into the order, which uses this to figure out what order is empty, and then it works from then on. Like at the moment, you can just fill up the orders. So we do have like a tag for it to be like, if this, so here is place orders equals the item within that array. That's what this means. In this position, that's the position. If you don't know, like sometimes these ways are not really explained when I watch them from someone else. So see, this is getting the position. You could do get the item straight away, but I didn't find a way like from the item to get the position, so I had to go like, so I went from the position, then I got the item, because I didn't find the other way around. So I didn't know how to do that, so I thought I might as well go with that. Because I had to do that somewhere around here as well. Get the position. Or at one point I did, I can't remember what exactly it was. But yeah, if you go for that. Okay, absolutely. Yeah. So that's getting the item itself, and then that's telling it to make a bool like within it true. If that bool is within a true, continue. So it will pass any 4 orders, and then once it finds one that isn't full, it will say that's equals true. Current order dot placement mat. The current order is whatever the way is at the moment. So I used to do order 1, 2, and 3. So turns it up, and then it generates a order, and then is when it's accessing the item. Oh, it did break out. That's nice. And then this is the updated display. And then I have to do another single. Probably to remove the display whenever that comes along. That's the stuff for the teapot for random number. Then I use this method up here to separate like what kind of order. I don't think I need these anymore, but they're still around. Because I got their stuff connected and all that. So they got the always and above. And I don't need these to function either. They're just hanging there. Kind of insane how the mats themselves, the placement mats, went from like little bits of code to a ton. And this is to add in like all the stuff and all that. We're relying on the name of the item where it's coffee, tea, and all that. So there's something different that I've done for like the baked goods that have not been lining up, who has not been lining up white, which could be anything really. Like I need to go through there again and see if I can find what's not been lining up. Hopefully. This is still gonna have more on it too. This is like the basics. Oh, there's a lot of code in here too. I've seen some phantom code hanging about. Yeah, I'll start playing Wobbledogs now. Oh yeah, I'll show you the basics of, or do that, I'll show you the basic setup here. So this is the overall, the payment of all of them. That's the reason why it's called all the display slots. Then it has the full display, the full order. So the full order is, and it connects this and everything like that. So this one is the start where it makes the full order and all that. So once order update is done, it adds slots and does go for all of this. And then output, which is the full order display, it goes in through here, starts over here, updates all this, and adds in like a new bugger. Yeah, adds in like new like what was it called? New order slots if it needs to. And then these are the slots themselves. So the slots aren't really that complicated. They're just pretty much the same similar stuff. I mean, that was kind of annoying to have to do all the work to get to that. So I get that text name. And then eventually I'm gonna have to set all that back up. For every item, not just some items. Especially ones that are gonna be ordered. Yeah, most things are gonna look unique from each other, but not everything will. That's inevitable. Wobbledog time, by the look of it. Let's go. I gotta record more Windbell too. I don't know if I changed or if I played it since I last recorded it or not. I painted Killer Summer. Oh yeah, but they haven't really kicked in very much. I guess they have kicked in a little bit. That's nice. Oh, extras here. Look at this little extra. You know, the best thing about recording when I sim one game I can just leave like the game catcher on whenever I just take off the display, so you don't, so you just get straight away see Wobbledogs when it comes on. Look at extra go, like he's having a real party, man. I guess he's gonna make some fun of his immortality. Make some fun out of his immortality. The immortal doggy. Hmm. Oh, he had a bit of dirt recent. Yeah, oh man, extra. No, he can feed himself unlike some other dogs. He's like, I know you're watching me. So, oh. Tiny is, well, Tiny is gonna be tiny, isn't he? Tiny. Stop being a little devil. No. Good, Tiny. Tiny too. Spider. Look how bloody big Spider is. Like, what the hillbillies? He's the size of a bloody skyscraper. I wonder how well they'd be able to get, you know, something like two-story or a medium house, what you consider medium housing, which is like 3 stories or something like that. Or I guess I would still consider like something that's 6-story medium. And like it's not that bad of a place. As long as you don't bloody live on the top floor, live in a place where there's no elevator. Does take away accessibility if anything does happen, then you gotta have that accessibility. If you live on, especially higher floors, like. That's one thing I gotta remember if I ever go anywhere. See and keep towards the ground. What are you doing there? You know, like, that's like 10 times worse than being joined together, and then it's just like, you both want to go different ways. Oh no, neutral! Yeah, I'm a bit cool. I didn't let him sleep in peace. Oh no. Goodbye, mate. Oh, Trouble, get over here. Good little bugger. Okay, bye. What? Sippy, get in it. Sippy, isn't it? Oh no, I don't know. Extra smells death. Oh, boogie in there. Killing unnamed. That bugger. Giving those Australian names. Oh, a little wild. We'll let the young folk get to it first, and then you guys can come next. That's nice, isn't it? Yeah, I realized this morning and that actually ended up uploading 2 videos. Well, I guess there's bonuses. Not really gonna turn them off. Especially when there's someone backlog, I think. Also, like the booming food that I recorded yesterday, hanging around. Well, day before then, that was meant to go up yesterday. So I guess that's next week's one, because of this way it's just a big mess. Still got another video that's I'm starting to think it's cursed. Doesn't want to be uploaded. Oh well, I'll have to eventually upload it. I like Trouble. Trouble actually looks really cool. Boo! Boo has changed colours. Guess I'm not really gonna stop yet. The Trouble's having a party time. Wild, are you gonna, like, you know, eat something, mate? Oh my god, I just realized I forgot to have lunch. Oh shit. Hmm. I had chocolate. But then I forgot about actual lunch, you know. Normal food! Oh boy. I'm gonna be hungry by the end of this video, my Cause I like how boxes like fold and all that. Like little boxes I made of food from yesterday, which was quite nice. So I guess we're gonna put another one in the freezer. I guess that's for later eatings now. I mean, I did have something for breakfast this morning, which probably, yeah, might do it. Okay, but dude, you're a big boy. You can't go into small spaces, mate. That's what he probably wanted. Pretty much bigger than any of these machines. There you go, buddy. You know, I'm still... There we go. Yeah, it's pretty much the size of the small machine. Trouble is about to become even bigger. Big trouble. Oh no, Wild! Now we go back to Wild. Wild must be passing on soon. Not quite yet. Yeah, I see the words and I don't read them. I want to read them, but I don't read them, you know? Oh yeah, Boo is now an adult. What if somebody, like, I was telling someone about, like, the finger line and all that, and like, with a pretty negative attitude, like, what? Be excited, and like, I'm telling you that it's exciting that the fact that maybe we get lucky and might get finger limes, you know? That would be so cool. Because the finger lime, the biggest finger lime I'm going is starting to really start to flower in. He's got your first flower that he boomed. Looks like it probably is fertilized for the look of it. And then two other ones they're gonna follow. And then he's got many other branches of the flowers. Like, I was not expecting him to flower till like next year at least. because like when I thought, oh, I get these small ones, and I'm also like saving money because I got them out of market and they're so small. I thought, oh yeah, I have to wait. I like how everybody was like, oh yeah, to me as well. Like, you gotta wait for them to flower. And it's just like, no, I didn't have to wait for them to flower. Oddly enough, that was a nice surprise because I was really more than willing to do it, you know? I don't want big spider dogs. Spider children. Big spider children, okay? Be too big. But at the same time, spiders got really cool colors, so I guess, there we go. Spider's gonna have more children. Yeah, I'm not gonna like myself when this happens. When I see it encounter spiders. Child. Yeah, it's a really cool surprise to have the Thingalion being, oddly enough, the first one of those little trees that I got to flower. I'm actually gonna have to sooner or later. So the blueberry lily pilly specifically. So I got an edible Viley. Not all of them are edible, so you gotta be careful of them. And it grows more like a more drier temperature plant, so it's more resistant to drought. It's not as much of a like in the middle of the rainforest plant as like other type of lilies, like the pink ones and all that, the lilies. Because the fingerlines are a rainforest plant of the southeast parts of Queensland, if you don't know. At one point, I went out in the wild to found there. It's likely I could have seen one if I knew what I was looking for and was at the right time. Because I'm pretty sure if I was there at the right time, I would have like noticed it. I don't think I was there at the right time to notice like fingerlines out in the wild. But with this Viley of like lily pillies, I'll probably have to eventually someday like be able to split it up. Like I guess it's like lemongrass. I think lemongrass is one where you have to dig up and split up. I'm thinking of that one because it's down there as well. That's the reason why that one came up. Because I recently gave it like a little snip up because it started to feed and all that. And I kept some of the seeds, which is the reason why I didn't notice that mushroom bucket was going. Because they were covering one of the holes where the mushrooms are starting to come out of. That was like so cool when I moved them and seen that. At least that's something nice to get back to the ego. You know? You know what? I'd just be excited if all I do is get one Fingerlime off that Fingerlime tree. Like, my standards isn't that I want a whole lot. I just want one, you know? One out of this season, the one of it, you know? I want to see how it looks like. Being strong, because, you know, I barely get any detail on what they're meant to look like. All I know is they're both wed. And I'm pretty sure this is kind of unusual for it to be flowering this time. And this has been a bit wild today. Why is it so, like, selective like that? It's kind of surprising. You know, like, at one point, not that long ago, we were going, like, really smoothly. Like, barely had any issues with, like, the connection. And now, these last couple of weeks, it's been poor. Maybe I should call them up again. Maybe I should, tell parents to call them up again and tell them to monitor the line so then the connection's best. Because they're the ones who mainly deal with all that. Because we're living on this, like, same household type thing and all that. And they're like pretty shitty. Like, it must have been around the time they were modeling it, which was not that long ago, but a while ago. When the time was going good, It seemed like it was going good. Convenient enough, doesn't it? Very suspicious. It was. Those turn pink. Guess we can go with this one. Those two. He's gonna be a big fellow, isn't he? Or maybe not. Don't know. Oh, he's still having a barcode. Still barking in the background. Yeah, it'd be so exciting to get the mushrooms as well. Like my next plant that I planted at the same time as the mushrooms were potatoes. They haven't really done much yet, but that's because they probably take a long time to do anything. As potatoes themselves. And I don't think when I planted them was the best time for them either. So that'd be pretty interesting. And that's a good way to like, I planted like a potato that started like sprouting in the cupboard, so I'm not gonna be losing out or anything. Oh wow. He's got really light. Oh boy. I'm still not gonna stop them from me and doing the ritual. I like how I didn't even do that one on purpose. That one is in. Oh, that spoils the what was it called? Immersion a little bit, doesn't it? Here we go. Pity. It looks good. He calls himself Pity, so it looks good, you know? Oh. Dude, that sounds mean. Yeah, no, that was not what I was trying to go for. He's like, I don't like he. Oh well, that's his name now. I was thinking about changing it, but you know what? I might as well commit, you know? Gotta commit down to the paths. There's Wild. What's up, Wild? You look like you're being shocked. Man, UK? Or looks like he's bloody had his time, you know what? Or too much coffee. One or the other. You know how they really like fought like today when I was at the shops, like, because I haven't got like I hadn't really had anything with alcohol in it for I think about a month or two, because I got some beer and then I was thinking I don't overly like alcohol itself. I like things that have alcohol in them, like I like beers and gin, yes, but I don't overly like alcohol itself. I don't know. I never really took a liking to it at all. I never wanted to. I don't know. I just don't like it. That's probably why me and a lot of that's probably why a lot of my generation is like the alcohol-based stuff. Yes. I've been trying to get this really cool blend that does or local place that does alcohol-free beers with the native Australian plants. Like it's more common known stuff, but it's still really cool. I still got to get the finger lime one. I have not tried it fully yet. I mean, I had a jig of pretty much a big jig of it, but I haven't had like a pack of it. Half a jig that was seemed like it was starting to get flat because that's how I ended up with a big bottle of it. think last time I got the Davison Plum ale and it was gluten free, so I had a different type of cane in it, which is really cool. I like seeing that. Oh, extra, you're getting old on me, man. Nope. He's like, am I sleeping? What's bloody happening outside? He's still sleeping. It's being out scared. We're going for the old dogs at the moment. There you go, mate. I work from home snap for the sense of the cause. He knows how they smell. Oh, there's Lamp. What a nice day. What else is about? What else is talking to Sam about? Oh, that's great, isn't it? Oh, they're wild! Oh, poor little bugger! His final moments recorded. Buddy, something. Here you go, little bugger. Here you go. That little bugger. Okay, buddy. Do we need to teach you how to eat? Okay, little bitty. Get in here. Yeah, I've really forgotten what I was saying this 5 minutes ago. Oh, you wanted the body. Oh, I like little Penny over here. Good little boy. Oh my god. Good little bugger. Look at him. Oh, huh? I don't know. Oh, wow. Someone's got the first for the death. Oh, me and you, buddy, are gonna be good friends. I'll just keep away these guys from you. Oh, extra's coming. Definitely. We're gonna be good friends, mate. Extra's like, I'm here. Actually, you're gonna like this little bugger. Oh, buddy's like, this is mine. If I can't have anything else, maybe our dog's like, this is mine. I don't know, Trouble just looks like he's ended up in this situation. He doesn't even want it. There we go. And he's like, mine. And this other dog's like, no! I'll play with you instead. Yeah, I couldn't not remember the conversation. I got it. Ends up on a nice cliffhanger, doesn't it? What? Yeah, the blue lily, wasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, with the blue lily, I have to eventually dig it up and separate it. Because it's that type of plant. It's how we produce it more than the other lily pillies, which are usually probably cut off the ledge and then sticking in some dirt. I've actually tried get some new branches to try that with the mid-gem models. Giving him a gem. I thought I might as well take some for that too. I think he could be sailing soon as well. Hopefully I haven't hurt him too much. And he will do that. Kind of annoying if I did catch him at the wrong time because I needed to like trim off some branches that just been getting in the way and I didn't want them like get broken. Because a lot of branches have been getting in the way that I've broken off halfway and then I just fully do it because they're just like No use having them still. You alright, buddy? There we go. On it, they're half broken off. Doubles running around. Oh, Snacks is going off. Little doggy will emerge from the cave. No, it's turning a little light blue. Turning a white. Oh no, it could be a mini extra. Look at the little bugger. It looks like a mini extra. I'm gonna get both of them confused now. I wonder what extra's gonna think about their little mini buddy. It's so funny. I'd like to see if our little mini extra is related to extra themselves or not. Look how close they are down there. Like, oh my god. They're just slightly different shades. It's so funny. Could not planned any better, but I tried. I think it was a little while back, and I like found something, and it's just like, yeah. Even I could not do that even if I was aiming at it. Like it was when I was trying to get something around the object, but I got hit the object in the middle type of situation. Right as a sleepy boy. Then you would be big and tall. We're gonna get to one point in the food videos in the future. Oh, there's little extra. Little Penny over here. He's still their little extra. Yeah, we're gonna get to one point where we're gonna get all these big dogs once again. Troubles is here in the corner. Moving and dancing. Oh, should have played him first. Goodbye. I did play him. But that doesn't really recognize it in the game. Oh, extras here. Probably like, get out of here to every other dog. What do I got coming up? It looks like a little tiger's little bugger. Child. Oh yeah, I can't remember like which one this is. Something like likely or something. But funny I got that right. Yeah, it's clear that the dog is big. Ooh, your child is huge. You alright, but mate? But Tiny's a teenager. The height might get he might get too nice tall. I don't know. Oh, Trouble's a young adult now. I mean, he's gotten lighter, but oh well. Trouble's always trouble. He does what he wants to do. No one else can stop him. Try to get like some photos of the Dingo and its flowers, and like the state that they are, like just to like photo document them a bit. This is like the it's the first time I'm actually properly proper going as citrus that is not dying off. Although they never end up going flowers. I guess I was never really in involvement with the orange tree. I don't know why it never went better than what it didn't went very well. I don't know. I feel like it always could have done better, but it didn't. And I don't know why it didn't win as well as it could go, or well as it should have. Or we're just better off putting, or you know, all our citrus trees in containers. Because that's the only difference between, there's another citrus down there. I don't know the type of, because he probably seemed like he would have been there for a long time. And he hasn't really grown any his fruit. Let me get lucky and he might sooner or later. Because I want to give it a snip for a better shape. Because I don't know when he's going to come in flower either. Big problem. But he's picked up like growth because after the snap, I actually just want to get knocked in the head at this way. Oh god. Oh, nailed right in the guts, mate. Think what is this thing? I'll cast it. Oh, it looks like it's fine. I'll go this way type of moment. It's still now and I found it. You got around it, I guess. Sometimes I wonder if X just down percentile in his old age. Or, you know, getting to the point where he just doesn't care. Make a story around that. The fact that he just does not go around like a immortal character similar to Extra. What I assume Extra's personality is. Mate, you are? Oh, they also, someone else, probably mainly, the probably main garden people down there, also like planted 3 different types of tomatoes, so hopefully they go alright. They should, or there should be, I don't know if they will go alright, but I reckon there is tomatoes, or tomatoes. Yes. That's the one, isn't it? I keep switching between those two, and I probably will. Yeah, but the tomatoes, or tomatoes, whatever you want to call them. Yes, someone has come down and like planted 3 varieties of them, which is cool. One's yellow, and the other 2 are red. Which, I mean, you could have got more colourful varieties. So hopefully they will go white. But I reckon there is a variety that will go really well, even in the climate that we're currently in. Because most of the time when I go, like, oh my god, he has a little extra. Most of the time when you go, tomatoes around, well, I've been, like, on, like, the tropical areas, up there, I think they would call it. Tomatoes have never gone very well. Especially around the time it's usually growing season, but yeah, it's probably a good thing they did put it in like a little early because I reckon they probably grow before it gets to the main growing season. I was just thinking of, you know, trying my hand at strawberry seeds again because I want to grow the white strawberries. So I don't know what that's going to go. Because, you know, you can get strawberries everywhere. And they're not hard to find. The white strawberries? Why not, you know? I still haven't seen the yellow raspberries yet again. So annoying. I should have got them in. Oh well, someone else probably ended up with them. Likely, I hope so. I guess it's inedible. Someone else probably ended up with them. I did get some red ones. Wasn't a big fan of what red ones I got. Especially the last red ones I had was a bit more. I liked them a bit more than those ones. It's a bit annoying when you don't get the type of like what type something is with some food as well. Like put on what type it is, because what type it is can make a big difference in the flavor. Like bananas and apples, for example. Like most people have an apple they favor more, and that's a good example of what the types of apples do taste vastly different from each other. Like a clean and wet apple isn't gonna taste the same. It's gonna taste similar but different, you know. And you might like that other difference. I didn't really pay attention to him. Oops. If you get what I mean. It's the same with bananas as well. Like they're vastly different but similar. But I do think when you look at bananas, they're separated in like two different types of bananas. Tastes of what bananas are. I did like with the two like lady fingers and the cos ones. Yeah, it's basically the bare bones of. If you're comparing it to common banana types, yeah, it's very similar to that. I want to go find more of the gold thing bananas. I ended up really liking them. It's pretty good that I find a lot of finger lines, because they really picked up. Like I think they really like picked up over the time periods over the years more than a lot of the other food. That's the reason why I've been able to get them, because they've picked up a lot more in popularity. Actually, it's like bloody move. It's just like, what is this? Big bugger in front of me. I don't know, mate. Oh, Sax is over here. Actually, fucking whacked in the face of the tail. This dude is just so big. See how many extras going? Or is it no longer mini? Oh my god. Oh no. Mini extras hero is still extra. This one's gonna be a pretty crazy bugger. Look how close. Starting to get pretty close to extra. You got a wider body now. Just like extra does. That's kind of insane. Oh, okay, mate. Yeah, okay, buddy, you do have to eat something, mate. It's not very nice when you forget about lunch. Not starving yet, that's pretty good, isn't it? That just shows that I have that's just like more like, oh, this dog is standing up. There we go. More likely to have ADHD. I probably do have that without doubt this way. Because that's like a symptom of that, like forgetting to do stuff like that. I can understand these doggies when they forget to feed themselves. Because I probably do need to get done is to see if I do that or not. Because I'm more likely at every moment when you think about it, isn't it? I don't know. And so, what are you doing, mate? He's just like, what are you doing to me now? Yeah. More times it's like highly likely if you do mash up all of this stuff, it probably is a problem. That's how I got diagnosed with dyslexia. Like, he pretty much knew it, you know? was kind of annoying. Like, everything when I was getting diagnosed for that, like, it took so long just because people, like, the stuff happened and people moved around and all that, and it took so long just to get the records and all that. I had to do, like, the first one again, which is annoying. Because it is clear that, like, is the fact that I can't weight a lot of things, because I can easily do math, but, like, give me a bloody math sheet and it's probably be done pretty good, as long as it doesn't have too many word problems on it. Like, once it came to word problems, I think even the math teacher noticed that at one point too, like,